welcome to the THZTV show. My name's Chris Nadeau and this is my bro Adrian.
How's she going?
And welcome to episode 47, part of our fan series. We're going to talk about the Atlanta Thrashers. Atlanta Thrashers. Yes. You know what? We don't talk about the Thrashers a lot.
No, not a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't get to talk about them a lot because we don't see them a whole lot down up here on the east side of Canada. But have no fear. We have one of the biggest fans in Atlanta Thrashers history on the show today. His name is Everett Duke, and we met Everett on Twitter. So we're going to let Everett take it away and share how he became a Thrashers fan and how long he's been a fan of the Thrashers. So take it away, Everett.
Hey guys, my name's Everett Duke, and I'm a big fan of the Atlanta Thrashers. Just to give you an idea about who I am, I'm a college student at Auburn University. I'm studying administration and marketing. I'm from a small town called Phoenix City, Alabama that sits right on the Alabama and Georgia line. And for me to get to Atlanta, it's about a 2-hour drive north, but doesn't stop me. I go to every game. Just to kind of give you an idea how I got started, you know, being passionate about the sport. The city right next to mine, Columbus, Georgia, got a minor league team back in 1996. I remember they had an open exhibition game one Sunday afternoon, and my mom took me and my sister down there, and we just kind of fell in love with the sport and became season ticket holders, and I've kind of been really involved with that ever since. I actually work for that team now, so it's good because I'm able to work for one team to pay for my addiction to the other one. The Thrashers are a young team. This is only their 10th season, so I can really say, you know, that I've kind of been a fan since the very beginning. Atlanta announced they were getting this expansion team back in 1997. And ever since then, I kind of knew Atlanta's NHL team was going to be my team. Before that, really the only NHL I watched, I'd always watch the Penguins games. Even being, you know, in the South in Alabama, we got the Penguins regional feed. So, but, you know, once I knew the Thrashers were coming, that was kind of, they were the team for me. They actually even played their first game ever, exhibition game, in Columbus. So the rink that, you know, I kind of grew up going to games at was where the Thrashers kind of took the ice for the first time ever, and they played the Predators, and they won, and that just kind of started my fandom, and it's grown ever since.
Cool stuff, Everett. Thanks for sharing. That June 25th, 1997 date when that team was announced, I'm sure it was a big day for people in that area. And to drive 2 hours, wow. That's pretty impressive.
Big thumbs up for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
hard work.
That is hard work. I don't know. They should nominate you as the MVP for the Thrashers, actually. So good to see the passion shine through there, and pretty impressive stuff. Other questions we have for you is being a Thrashers fan since the inception of the team. What would be your favorite moments, and who would be your favorite players? You know, over those years.
You know, definitely, there's been just a lot of little moments along the way. I remember that first ever draft pick, Patrick Stefan, scoring 2 goals, and you know, everybody was excited. Here he was going to be the next big deal, and you know, that didn't work out, but it kind of gave us something to believe in. Later on that year, my favorite player at the time was Dean Sylvester. One thing cool was when he first got called up to the Thrashers, he scored a hat trick in that first game, and you know, I just kind of liked him. You know, right then and there, you see somebody for the Thrashers score a hat trick. Hey, this guy, you know, might be somebody special. And so my mom took me to see him practice, and I made a sign for him, and he gave me a stick and signed autographs and took a picture with me and everything. And I just remember that, you know, it was really special to me. I was lucky enough, I got to watch Ilya Kovalchuk play for us for 8 years, and you know, I was at the game where he scored the goal and then turned around and pointed at Sidney Crosby in the penalty box. And
Sidney Crosby, and it leads to that. Wow.
Somebody he pointed to Crosby right after that.
That's unbelievable. That's great stuff. Because don't forget, I think this all stems from, remember the hit, watch his point. He's pointing right to him. Ah, it's awesome.
You know, that was just kind of awesome because, you know, here Sid was this hotshot kid, and, you know, Ilya kind of put him in his place. Further on, you know, we get to the playoffs and have that first kind of run, and, you know, we didn't win any games, but it was just such a cool atmosphere. My current favorite Thrashers player is the Moose, Johan Hedberg. Definitely, like I said, you know, I grew up being a Penguins fan, so I remember when Moose debuted and kind of led the Penguins through the playoffs. I always loved playoff hockey, because, you know, occasionally we'd get those overtime games. You know, Moose would be playing good in goal, and it meant I didn't have to go to bed at bedtime. So, you know, definitely I owe him some thanks for those. And also, Moose is just kind of one of those guys you want to root for. He's won the Players Player Award a few times. Community guy, really friendly guy. He's always, you know, if I go to practice, he'll sign an autograph. You can ask him questions about the game, and he'll stop and talk to you about it. And he's just really personable, and you know, it's hard not to root for a guy like that because you just know he's working hard.
And it's brought to you by Toyota Tacoma. This is fearless. Now you got to get rid of it. But look, where?
I mean, even in nights, you know, where it looks like he doesn't have his best game, or you know, the Thrashers are having a hard time generating offense, he really kind of just battles the puck, and you know, he's doing everything that he can to keep them in it. So it's really hard to say, you know, a bad thing about them. Definitely just want to first off say thank you, Chris and Adrian, for letting me be on here. I definitely love you guys' show, The Hockey's In, and you definitely could have picked a lot of Thrashers fans because there are a lot of passionate ones, and I'm glad you're giving me this opportunity. One thing I just want to say, you know, I hadn't really mentioned it, but I know we catch a lot of heat as Thrashers fans. People say, you know, there's not a lot of them, or, you know, people in the South don't know the game, but, you know, definitely the people that are there, they're passionate, they love this team, and, you know, we'd appreciate it if everybody would, you know, quit saying we need to move to their city, because I don't want to lose hockey. People are passionate about this team. I like to think that, you know, I'm one of the most passionate. I mean, I've pretty much got friends that refer to my apartment as the Thrashers Hall of Fame. I've got a shower curtain made out of thunder sticks. It's insane how much I love this team, but there's definitely a lot of us. So, you know, thanks for letting me share, and look forward to, you know, definitely seeing other Thrashers fans maybe comment on this, or, you know, other people, but definitely, you know, next time you think to yourself, oh, the Thrashers, no fans, you'll at least think of me. So thanks.
All right, thanks, Everett. You know, some really cool stories there. Glad to hear the guys down in Atlanta are really getting involved with some of the fans and keeping it interesting and stuff, and signing autographs.
Moose! We love you, Moose!
And Dean Sylvester, we had to do a quick look-up on that one, but that's awesome. He got called up and got a hat trick. And,
you might be
he's a good guy, so...
You might be the only guy that knows who Dean Sylvester is, so I'm sure there's lots of fans out there. But no, good stuff, great stories. And the Kovalchuk pointing to Crosby in the penalty box, you know what, that's pretty classic.
I don't think I ever saw that.
No, I never did.
That, so thanks for sharing that, Everett. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, seeing the rink there during the playoffs looks like a great atmosphere, so... Hopefully they can get in tonight. It's a big night tonight as the Thrashers play the Bruins.
Yeah, I'm going to have to call you out on that one, I think, Everett. Yeah. It's a huge game tonight. Hope you're going to make the 2-hour trip to the game, and hopefully it turns out to be a good one, because obviously Boston is playing in Atlanta tonight. Yeah. It's a tight race here in the East. Jeez, I can hardly breathe just talking about it, but I mean, we got 4 or 5 teams jammed right in there trying to get in, trying to jockey for position. Your Habs lost last night, so they're right in there too. And Philly's got tons of injuries. And
Ottawa got a little breathing room last night with that win. So
the Thrashers are coming on.
Yeah,
so
well, they're 1 point behind tonight.
If you're going to be at the game, send me a couple tweets. I would appreciate that. Let me know how it's going. I'll be watching on TV, but I'd like to hear how the atmosphere is there. Hopefully you get a few fans in there and pack the house, and it turns out to be a good game.
Yeah. So, and I think you mentioned that you like the Sweetwater Blue, so maybe you'll be drinking some of that in the game. I know you like to drink it at home, but maybe they sell it at the game as well too if you're going.
Might need a few extra ones if it's a little tight in the third period there.
So anyway, Everett, man, thanks for sharing. And I guess our question of the day from this episode, to stick with the Eastern Division and the Thrashers, is of the 4 or 5 teams battling there for the playoff spots, which teams do you think get into the playoffs, and which teams do you think will be looking on the outside in at the end of the year? So we're hoping Habs, A's hoping Bruins. I'm sure Everett's hoping Thrashers. You know what? That'd be a nice little mix there. Maybe Flyers drop out. I can handle that. Sorry, Flyers fans, but take care. Keep your stick on the ice.
Take care, everybody.